fucking headache. I got a headache. And it's probably because y'all ain't released them Kelly Green Eagle jerseys yet. You know what I mean? What's going on with that? What's going on with that? But, you know, headache, whatever. Today, the first day of official work for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we got to report on that.
The funniest is the
You are now tuned in.
He's the funniest in the world.
To the hottest podcast with your host, Big Holla.
So I want to go over. Oh, we're going to go over it. We're going to definitely go over it. But I still got to let y'all know before we go over anything, because just in case y'all forgot, this is who I am. This is right here. This is what I do. This is the Diamond Crew. But I want to give a shout out to my G's and my OGs. But you already know what to do. But if you're new to the channel and you like content like this, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to like. I need you to comment. I need you to subscribe. I need you to share this. I need you to hit that notification bell. If you rock with Hotta, you know what I'm saying? If you like to watch my videos, man, make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all do all that stuff. Because we got to keep Hotta in rotation, man. We got to keep Hotta in rotation. And if you don't, oh well, Hotta gonna come over here and do his thing anyway. So in today's podcast, I just really want to talk about it's just a few notes, you know, that I have gathered, you know, from the day. You know, I can't be there, you know, so I got to do my due diligence and make sure I figure out the information that I need to give to y'all. You know what I mean? So right now in this podcast, because I got a headache and I'm ready to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So in this one, we just gonna go over the few notes, you know, from the few tweets, you know, that I came across all day. For real, shout out to y'all because y'all able to be there. You know, I wish I could be there. You know, I wish I could be in the building because guess what? How to be in the building? But since I can't be in the building, I could talk about it and I can let y'all know what's up. You know, if you don't want to go back and you was too busy, which I was too busy, but I had to go ahead and find a few minutes to go ahead and do all that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I rock. So we're gonna go over the notes and then I'll let you know how I feel something quick, and then we're gonna scoop. So first of all, Nick Sirianni said that the running backs will rotate, which means it won't be no full-time running back right now. Every running back is gonna get some reps. So until, like I said, it was a question mark there. It was a question mark. And until we get our number one, our true number one, all the running backs is going to get reps with the first team. Nick Sirianni also said that Cam Jurgens will be starting at the right guard. Now, that is a question mark that's not on the table no more because we know right now, and this is, we have to establish who the right guard is, you know, early so we can start getting to work. Now, Cam Jurgens will be that guy. Not saying that Tyler Steen won't get his shot. You know, we still got preseason. You know, we still got time for him to really show us his worth. But him being a rookie and Cam Jurgens being here last year and already got that cohesion with the team, and I like Cam Jurgens. I think he's really good. That was a how we pick. That was a how we move, you know? So let's talk about it. So Cam Jurgens will be starting at the right guard, which I agree with. I think that's a great move. Nick Sirianni, he also said the goal right now is to not get back to the Super Bowl. The goal is to get better today. You can't win 2 games before you win 1. So basically, we're taking this step by step. We're taking small bites out of the elephant. You know what I'm saying? Pause. We're taking little small bites out of the elephant, and we're gonna get there. And hopefully we can get back to the NFC Championship, man. That's the goal here, is to get back to the NFC Championship. Howie said the Eagles will keep their options open at the linebacker spot. And with saying that, Christian Ellis was one of those guys who we talked about, in OTAs, and now we talking about him the first day. In training camp, the official day of work. Christian Ellis picked off Marcus Mariota in camp today. That's crazy. So this kid is really making a name for himself. And he got that pick because Nolan Smith got pressure on Mariota. Mariota also had a fumble today, while trying to escape Nolan Smith. So Nolan Smith was in his bag. Look, I've been reporting on Nolan Smith, dude. That I already said, man, the type of player he is. I could just tell. We can tell. We watched his tape in college. All the tape that we could. We watched it. Wish we could watch more. But we already knew what we had when we picked up Nolan Smith and where we picked up Nolan Smith. Come on, dog. Let's talk about it. Nolan Smith is already making an impact, which I already knew he would. He already making an impact. He got pressure on Mariota. He making Mariota fumble. He making Mariota throw picks. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely seeing that Mariota still having those type of troubles where you turning over the ball. And we don't need that. But you know what I'm saying? It's practice. Come on, it's practice. That's where you do that at. So next time you get better. Jalen Hurts had a dart. The Dallas Goddard in the red zone, 7-on-7s for a touchdown while rolling to the left. That was a tweet that came out. They said it was impressive. I agree. But we talking about a close to elite quarterback. You know what I mean? If not damn near elite. We talking about Jalen Hurts, man. Those are the type of plays that you're going to see. Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis, our first team. Now, that was kind of a surprise to me. I'm not going to lie. I know a lot of people were calling for Jordan Davis to get the start over Jalen Carter. But I'm not going to lie. I was one of those guys that wanted to probably see Jalen Carter to get a few reps because I just think that Jalen Carter is the steal of the draft. But Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis, first team. Jalen Carter is running with the second team. Hassan Reddick did not practice today due to groin soreness. He's expected back soon. So that's something. I don't think that's something, that we got to worry about. You know what I mean? And that's a big deal. So he didn't practice. And also Maddox with the toe. This toe must be the biggest toe in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the deal? Why can't his toe ever be healthy? You know what I mean? I enjoy Avonte Maddox. I enjoy him. I think he's a great player, especially, you know what I'm saying, in that slot, in that nickel. I think that he's a great player, But that big toe is going to be the death of us. It's going to be the death of us. So he didn't get to practice today. So Blankenship, he had some really nice coverage on Gainwell in 7-on-7, which is perfect. And the things that I want to see, because we need Gainwell to be sideline to sideline. We need Blankenship to be sideline to sideline. We need him to be up in these running back faces. And that's one thing I think that he can do. We've seen plays before where he's made tackles in the backfield or, close to the line of scrimmage. Those are the type of things, that Blankenship does. So all we got to do is keep, feed him that experience. And I think that he can probably turn into the player that we need at that safety spot. I trust him. He was flipping it. You know what I mean? You know how we do. I got one of the best. You know what I'm saying? I can do that for days. You know what I'm saying? So he's been stepping up, and that's things that I want to see. But no one is opening camp on the PUP player unable to perform list. Nobody was on that list. Derek Barnett, we made our little small video about Derek Barnett because we want to see what's up. We want to see where Derek Barnett stands. but he is practicing, which is great news because it's time for him to show us what's up. DeAndre Swift got a lot of short passes out the backfield during 7-on-7. And, you know, that's crazy. That's crazy because we've been discussing this all off season. We've been discussing this since Swift was brought here. Like, wow, now we can throw out the backfield. Wow, this is what we've been waiting on. And now, early on, the things that we've wanted to see is coming in fruition. And Swift is catching them babies. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna provide that. And when we bring that aspect to our offense, that's gonna be another dynamic that teams will probably not be able to stop. Because you know what I'm saying, we throwing it to him out the backfield, or we running the RPO with Jalen. You know what y'all about to do? Y'all don't know where it's coming from. Too much speed, too much pressure. So him and Nolan Smith were noticeable in practice, you know, and so was Devontae Smith, but that's to be expected. Devontae Smith is one of the best receivers in the league. Devontae Smith is about to take the next step. You know what I'm saying? He already took the next step last year, and he about to take the next step again, and he about to really let y'all know that he's one of the best in the league. He's the best up-and-coming receiver in the league. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get busy with that. So there was a bit of, you know, pre-snap penalties during practice and workouts today. It was a bit of miscommunication happening, you know, according to the reports. And Nick Sirianni, had to stop the music and yell at the team, and just to shape them up real quick. Like, what's up? What we doing? You know what I mean? Let's get back to what we know, and that's playing great football, especially on the offensive side of the ball. You know, so I like that from Nick Sirianni. I think that is the reason, you know, why this team is so successful, because they know, you know, you playing because you love the game, but you playing for the fans, but you also playing because you want to make sure you not gonna piss your coach off. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of coach that Nick Sirianni is. You know, he a rider. He'll ride and die for you, but he gonna definitely get wild. You know what I'm saying? When it's needed, and I'm cool with that. So Jalen Hurts was sacked on the first two plays of 11-on-11. Jalen Carter already day one impact, like we said, day one impact. Jalen Carter with a sack, and Carter was playing with the second team. So what does that tell you, man? To get a sack on Jalen Hurts, you have to be a great athlete. You know, you're not about to sit here. And I know it's practice. I know that. But still, the fact of the matter is, these are the things that's happening, and these are the things that we're going to report on. Jalen Carter can get to the quarterback, and that's the things that we look forward. You know, like my dog Reddick said, man, sacks is everything. Sacks is everything. And we're going to lead the league in sacks this year. You know what I'm saying? Sacks is everything. They really changed the game up. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go through Jalen day one stats. Jalen was 6 for 10, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He had lots of good runs. He was sacked twice, like I said, and he had 2 pass breakups. It's just practice. We're not about to get too crazy, but we know what we got in Jalen. So that's perfect. Keep up the good work. At least you ain't throw no picks. That means receivers was using their hands to catch the rock. You know, you in the NFL, dude. We can't afford for balls to hit your hand, pause, and them things is flying all over the place. You know what I'm saying? We can't afford that. So I definitely like the big 0 on the interception side, not just because of him, but that means the receivers was doing well and they ready to go. Nolan Smith was kind of giving Jack Driscoll the work. He was kind of giving him the work, but you got to think about something, man. Nolan Smith he run like a 4.3 something. Like he's fast as hell. You know what I'm saying? You seen him with the dog. He like a gentle, fast beast on the field. Like, but you know, with the dog, he was gentle. He was, you know what I mean? He was giving him dap and really training the dog up. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the field, he's nasty, he grimy, he a savage, because that's what we do. And those are the type of players that we love, that controlled aggression. He got that controlled aggression. And that's what makes great players. That's just my opinion. But his speed off the edge is incredible. You know, people was comparing his speed to Micah Parsons. Not saying he Micah Parsons. I'm saying they've been comparing how fast he is off the edge to Micah Parsons. He could probably, get to that level one day with the hustle and the grind. We know he got that. He would have had a sack on the first play, but he didn't. So look, man, it was a great day, man. It was a great day so far. I'm definitely excited. I'm definitely looking forward to what's next. So we got Britton Covey, the crash dummy, back there returning punts. I don't want to see that. I'm gonna tell you what I love, and I'm gonna tell you what I hate. What I like from Britton Covey is he's sure hands. So he don't really drop a lot of. He don't really drop a lot. He just he just can't run or something. I don't know. It's like he's a magnet for impact. He's a magnet, and they be clapping him. Pause. They be coming through there and they be wrecking him. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know what's up there. I think we need to give somebody else a chance back there. We need to give somebody else a chance and see, what they got, and see if they can at least have those short hands and with some quick feet and some ability. Ty Zettner has a boot. I think Ty Zettner is probably going. I'm gonna make a bold take, and I think that Ty Zettner may end up snatching that starting punter position, probably later on in the season, maybe mid-season, maybe towards the end of the beginning of the season. Shit, maybe in the preseason, because there's always an issue with our punter, man. There's always a little small issue, and sometimes I think that he don't feel well. I mean, he don't feel the punt well. It's like, dog, like kick that thing to the corner right before the end zone, 2 to 10-yard line. Kick that thing in there. I be feeling like sometimes he don't be kicking it right. Jordan Davis just got a really good push up the middle on 11-on-11. So that's just telling me Jordan Davis looked like a monster. I mean, I think that he lost a little weight this year, but he still looks like a beast. And that his body stature, he can probably just push defenders. He's gonna be pushing defenders and getting that penetration up the middle that we need. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I think that Jordan Davis could really impact this defense by crushing these offenses with penetration directly up the field. Push that lineman directly into the quarterback, right in his lap. And that's what I think Jordan Davis is going to do. Nick Sirianni, he was very animated this practice. He had a lot of F-bombs. So if it's needed, hey, guess what? It's about to drop. We dropping them. Boom. You getting them. He just, like I said, he wasn't happy with the pre-snap penalties. He yelled into the microphone a lot. He's one of those guys. He's a Philadelphia. He got that Philadelphia all on him. Davion Taylor had a nice pass breakup against Tanner McKee. There was supposed to be a pass to Swift that resulted in the INT. So that means both our backup quarterbacks been out there throwing picks. So I don't really know what's up with that, but this is the time where you throw a pick and you get it corrected. Rashad Penny was taking first team. He took the first carries. He took the first carries in training camp. And I think that's good, to try to build that running back room up and figure out what we got there, because that's major right there. The goal is to kind of figure out what we got there. So Nolan Smith was given some first team reps, so to give BG a break, we got to give BG a break. And that's the thing, that what I say in my last podcast, the rotation is the key to success, especially with this defensive line. That's why we a 70 sack team, because we have a great rotation. And I hope Sean Desai use that rotation, and that thing need to be tailored. It need to be, soon as, come on, man, get them out, get them in, get them out, get them in. Milton Williams, I really feel like he's going to be one of those guys. I think that he's probably taking some of those first team snaps. Milton Williams is taking some of them first team snaps because, like I said, man, Milton Williams been here. Milton Williams has proven that he can get to the quarterback, so we definitely got to give him his chance, and I like the fact that we doing that, because sometimes back in the day, on these other teams, sometimes people wouldn't get their shot. You know what I mean? They wouldn't get their shot. Look at Dennis Kelly. Now he coming back and he one of those guys. We let one of those guys go for somebody who wasn't even worth it. So that's just that's just my opinion, and that was just a reason, an example of what's up. So, like I said, man, Nolan Smith is doing this thing out there. He's fast. Reed Blankenship and Terrell Edmonds are the starting safeties as of right now. Zach McPherson, he was taking some, he was in a slot because with the absence of Big Toe, Vontae Maddox. I'm not trying to cap, but damn, dog, I like you, Maddox. I'm not going to cap on you, dog. I really enjoy you on this team. You're a Philadelphia Eagle. I wouldn't want to ever see you go nowhere, and I think you're a good player, but something ain't right. Something ain't right with that toe. So Zach McPherson was getting a little bit of a wreck right there, which I don't know, man. That's something I really got to see how that shake out, because that we might need some help there. What's up with Greedy? What's up with all these other cornerbacks that we can probably stick somewhere, because I just don't know. I just don't know, man. I don't really know about. I know that he's been Zach, he's been in the league a few years, so we got to give him his shot as well. But I don't know. That's something that we got to definitely see. But once Avante is back, I definitely don't see a problem when he's healthy. He's always ready to go. Fletcher Cox said that Nakobe Dean, he like a little bit more soft-spoken, than TJ Edwards. Maybe TJ Edwards projected his voice, because he had the dot, but Nakobe Dean is a little bit more soft-spoken. So they really got to pay attention is what he said, when he's speaking. And that's cool, because that means zero in, get the information you need, and let's do our thing. So that's something that I can't wait to see play out and see how this defense, how Nakobe Dean command his defense, and how he take over. That's going to be major in this defense, and that's going to play a big part in our success. Tyree Jackson caught a touchdown today, and I'm not saying I don't like Tyree Jackson as a tight end. I'm just saying he's just been injured a lot, so we haven't been able. He's been like a camp warrior, training camp warrior, where we see him in camp, and then when it's time to throw the hats on, he's always been unavailable due to injuries. So we just don't know what we got right there. He's a camp warrior. Lane said, which is amazing, because this is amazing right here, and this is probably the best news that I heard today. And this is major. This is fucking major. Oh, excuse me, but this is serious. Lane said Cam was crispy today and he looked good. Now that right there is a game changer. That's a game changer when you got Lane Johnson, the best to do it, the best in the league. He's giving his props to Cam. And the reason why that's so important is because if you can start to build that cohesion with those two players on the right side, my Lord, that's what we need. That's what we need. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see what Cam can do. I want to give Cam the go, because if Cam, we already know how Kels feel. We already know Kelsey is he vouching for him. That's why he here, because of Kels. But if Lane and Cam and Kels can all get on the same page and can all gel with a quarterback like Jalen behind them, you know what I'm saying? We already know the left side is stout as hell. The left side of the line is stout. So we can get this side, we getting back to championship football, and that's a hotter take. Trey Sermons had a great day. That's major news. According to reports, they said that he probably it'd be hard to cut him. And I think Trey Sermons is a talented back. It's just that we have so much talent at that running back spot. But definitely don't sleep on Trey Sermons. Don't sleep on him. I think that he's one of those guys that we gonna see this year have a big year. That's just the way I feel. That's just the way I feel. They saying reports came out that James Bradbury is the man, even though they hated on James Bradbury. They ain't put him in the top 100. They saying, everybody hating on James Bradbury, but I love James Bradbury, dog. I love him. He's a great corner. He's a great corner. And everybody want to get on him because of that bogus ass call in the Super Bowl. Come on, dog. Any other game, we ain't calling that. Any other game, we ain't calling that. But just because it was a Super Bowl and they called that crappy call, you know what I'm saying? That was crazy. That was crazy. Shout out to Greg Olson. That was crazy. That was crazy, dude. But look, it is what it is. We ain't about to do it. We ain't about to. Let's back there. Because another thing, man, I listened to Jalen in his presser today, and that's the presser I waited for. Because I need to figure out what a mental is of my number one. That's everything for me. You know what I mean? Pause. So we got to make sure we know what a mental is, and that's why Jalen is such a good player. He's super talented, but his mental is always control. His main thing, like he said, his main thing is focusing on the identity of this team. That's what we're trying to figure out. And once you find out who you are as a team, then you already know who you are as an organization. You see what I'm saying? Once you figure out who you are as a team, everything else fall in line. You know what I'm saying? It's like domino. It's a domino effect. But the first step, and that's why number one is our number one, because the main thing is establishing the identity. Crazy. Give me chills, man. Give me chills. Talking about Jalen. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Look, but the thing is the man is passionate. You know what I mean? The man is passionate. He the leader of this team. But these is the camp notes, man. I said I wasn't going to keep y'all here long today, so guess what? We going to get up out of here. But these is the camp notes. We ran it down. Look, man, we getting up out of here. I told you content all week. Check out Friday. We rocking. Me and Schmitty, 373 Eagle. We in a building Friday night. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all tap in. Because then the content going to keep rolling. Keep rolling. It's going to keep rolling. But if you still watching this and you still looking at this, I need y'all to do me that solid. I need y'all to do me that favor. I need y'all to like it. I need y'all to comment. I need y'all to subscribe. I need y'all to share this. I need y'all to hit that notification bell. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to do all that jazz so we keep hot in rotation. But for now, hot out.